Hello, you're right, and welcome to Drama. Your first task is the retrieval practice. Number 1, what is received pronunciation? Number 2, write down 3 tips to use when speaking with received pronunciation. Pause the video here. Number 1, this accent sounds very posh. Your voice must be clipped and you must pronounce every word properly. Number 2, over-enunciate your words, pronounce your T's properly and emphasize some words. Pause the video here and write down the correct answers in your book. Cockney accent. Today you're exploring this accent. How would you describe this? What characters can you think of that have a Cockney accent? Pause the video and discuss. Cockney accent tips. Lots of tips to help you speak like an EastEnders character are the complete opposite from what you taught yourself for received pronunciation. You must open your mouth wide. You can be lazy with the accent using slang such as nah, ain't, bothered, dunno, etc. You don't pronounce the T sound in the middle of the words. So words like little, better, matter become little, better, matter. Words that end in ER end with an A sound, water, water, and you replace the TH with an F. So things instead of things, thought instead of thought. And here is a video with some further tips.
You're asking me about a Cockney accent? Did you know that Cockney used to be a pejorative term for the working class? Yeah, nonsense. It's the accent of a true Londoner. Who's a true Londoner? If you're thinking of that guy in Mary Poppins, nonsense. That is an American imposter. He is not British. He is not a real Londoner. Now, if you're thinking of Michael Caine, he is a true Londoner. He's a Cockney and he's a legend. But how do you speak like a Cockney, you ask? Well, my son, there are a few rules to follow if you want to sound like a true Londoner. First one is that schwa sound my good friend Ali taught ya. That's the sound. With a Cockney accent, it's more pronounced. Regular person might say doctor, but a Cockney says it doctor. Same as in stronger, faster, harder, stronger, faster, harder. That brings us to our next point. H's, don't need them. Get rid of them. Any word that begins with an H sound, get rid of that H. Don't need your H, never have. You're useless. Words like who, have, house. We don't use the H's. Get rid of them. Who, have, house. For example, who are ya? Doctor Who? That's his house. How much for him? That doggy in the window. Remember my good friend Ali's lessons, you learn the L sound can sometimes sound like a W. L to L. For example, in these words, hell should be pronounced in a Cockney accent like hell. Ill, pill should become pill. And fill. Another thing, my good friend Ali made you a video about the glottal T. This is the T sound which is replaced by the sound in the middle of uh-oh. The sound. Words like water should sound like water. Water. The T stops in the throat. Water. So none of this bottle of water, please. Nah, should be bottle of water. Remember to use the glottal T, the L that sounds like a W, and that big schwa sound. Bottle of water. Other words could include lighter. Can I have a lighter? I hate you. Oh, my head. It hurts. Don't know how much more I should tell you, mate. Can tell you this, though. There are 2 types of TH sounds in English. The voiced, which sounds like a V. They have a vibration in the throat. For example, in words like brother, bother, mother, father, clothes, leather. Those TH sounds will be replaced by a V sound. For example, brother, brother, bother, bother, mother, mother, father, father, clothes, cloves, leather, leather. The other TH sound is unvoiced, and that sounds like in thank you, everything, nothing, Thursday, sympathetic, and they should be replaced by Fs. So, thank you, Thursday, Thursday, nothing, nothing, everything, sympathetic, sympathetic. And in some words like the, them, that, we just don't say the TH sounds all the time. It's because, next thing to remember, sounds come from around the sides of the mouth. So for example, ow should be more of an ow around the sides of the mouth. Bloody cow. Or sounds become like oh. For example, talk should become like talk. Walk, walk, pork should become like poke. Words which have the I sound, we don't say them like I. We say them like I. For example, alright, sounds like what? Pie, pie, thigh, thigh, like, tight, tight. Also, us Cockneys, we prefer to say me instead of my. For example, my throat hurts, probably wouldn't say that, probably say me throat hurts. Notice again, my becomes me, THs become F sounds, throat, T's are replaced by glottal T's, and we don't use H's because who needs them? Also, a Cockney's quite partial to double negatives and using the third person in reverse. For example, you want some money? I ain't got none. I ain't got none, mate. And third persons, we usually use them in reverse. For example, you wasn't even there. I weren't even talking to ya. Keep it under your hat, yeah? But we have our own words for things. For example, my missus means my girlfriend, my wife. Say someone's attractive, we say they're fit. Your missus is fit. To say the opposite, someone's ugly, they are a minger. You are a minger. That girl is a minger. Dosh, dough. You want to talk about money? You're talking about your dough, your dosh, mate. I ain't got no dosh. I ain't got no dough. Up the duff, that means you're pregnant. So your missus up the duff, mate. Us Cockneys like to check for understanding in a conversation by asking this question. Do you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Know what I mean? You want a test, bruv? See how Cockney you are? Look at these sentences. How would you as a Cockney say these? Maths? I can't be bothered, mate. My brother's coming down for a cuppa. Nah, everything's fine. I ain't got nothing on me. I think that's all I can tell you for now. I'm gonna go and see a man about an horse. Do you know what I mean?
Task. In pairs, rehearse the script using a Cockney accent. Remember to open your mouth wide. You could be lazy with the accent using slang, nah, ain't bothered, dunno, etc. Don't pronounce the T sounds in the middle of the words, little, better, matter. And words that end in ER end with an A sound. And you replace the TH with an F sound. Things instead of things. Thought instead of thought. Here is an example. Oi, what you think you're looking at? I ain't looking at nothing. Yeah, you are. You're looking at me. What's your problem? I ain't got a problem. You carry on looking at me like that and I'm going to whack you in the next week. Do I look bothered? Well, you should be. Well, I ain't. Pause the video here and have a go at rehearsing this scene in pairs. Performance and evaluation. Remember to be a quality audience and use the thought stems to provide feedback on the performances. I thought that the performers successfully used the vocal skill of something when someone showed something. To develop the performance could something because something. Remember to answer in full sentences. Use these thought stems to help you. Pause the video here for performance and evaluation.